The snow fell hard that night, each flake stinging Santa's face. Through the storm, he could barely see Mrs. Claus. Her red cloak billowed, but the deeper she went, the more she faded. She had gone to gather the reindeer, but Santa knew something was wrong. He trudged toward her, calling her name, but the storm swallowed her whole. For days, Santa searched, but Mrs. Claus had vanished, and with her, his joy. Then, Captain Cole appeared, a rogue spirit with blackened eyes. He had taken Mrs. Claus in a cruel game to break Santa's spirit. Bound in chains in an underground lair, Santa endured weeks of torment before he finally gave up. There would be no more Christmas. When Santa escaped, it wasn't with toys, but with vengeance. The elves were dismissed, the toy factory shut down, and Christmas died with Mrs. Claus. But Santa didn't disappear. He became Santa Cop, a figure stalking the frozen streets. Clad in a heavy black coat, he drove an unmarked police car, no longer delivering gifts, but justice. Frostbite Freddy, a low-level thug, was the first to learn to fear Santa Cop, finding himself hogtied in Christmas lights. The gingerbread mob, too, fell to Santa's fists, their gingerbread mansion left in ruins. But no matter how many criminals he stopped, it never filled the void. Mrs. Claus was gone. Santa Cop spent each night alone in his workshop, staring at her photograph, haunted by a smile he'd never see again. The scent of pine and peppermint had been replaced by the bitter smell of despair. The legend of Santa Claus was dead. In his place was a lone wolf in the shadows, fighting for justice that would never bring her back. As the snow fell harder each year, Santa Cop patrolled the streets, a hollow shell of the man who once brought joy. He would trade every victory, every criminal behind bars, just to see her again. But in the end, there was no Merry Christmas, only the cold, unrelenting night. The dark transformation of Santa Cop is captured on a 15-ounce Berzerk Ware mug, featuring a snow-covered city and a shadowy figure patrolling the streets. Perfect for those who know the coldest battles are fought in the heart.